Hello, yes, I have moved to the spooky, haunted estate on the hill. So come explore with me as we go through a little bit of the history because it is fascinating. Pukeora, which actually translates to health on the hill, this place has some strong energy. I do have to say, yes, it is haunted, but in a really positive sort of way. It's still got some interesting vibes to it. It was originally built in 1918 for the World War I veterans and patients that were recovering from mustard gas poisoning. It soon after expanded in 1920 to help with people recovering from tuberculosis and to heal with the treatment of that, because back then we didn't have a cure for tuberculosis. So it has very much been a hospital of rehabilitation rather than a trauma sort of hospital. So there has actually been some really beautiful cases of full people recovering and unfortunately some deaths. The people with tuberculosis back in 1920, they believed that the fresh mountain air and the beautiful sunshine, which was going to help with with curing them basically. So it still has this quite a strong energy. This part of the old hospital was in 1918. It got refurbished into like the winery/cafeteria with that beautiful, stunning view. So basically they did turn it into a winery when it got resold in the 2000s, since this is some of the wine, which they still sell today, so you can still actually buy them online. Now what's interesting about the tuberculosis was they actually brought in little tiny homes, and where the winery once was where lots of little homes were so that people would get the fresh air. Later it got turned into a place for people with disabilities, and this is the reason why there's a pool. So in 1958 it was a home for 80 plus long-term residents for over 20 years. They had courtyard, pool, everything they needed for the comfort of the disabled. In 1998, the regional healthcare authorities changed the law and believed that the patients would be much better cared for at home with their own families. And that's when this became obsolete. And then it went into private sale. So this is really only a brief view of it all because a few of the doors are locked as they are renovating them. This is one of the halls or auditoriums. So right up until like the 2000s, it was still used as a place of, we had a few concerts here for the locals. There were wedding events that were available. You could book in for special events or parties. Now it's home to some stray kitty cats. So very interesting that it has gone through such a long life, and well, I'm kind of grateful that the new owners are opening the place back up again. There's a few of us that are living here and a few of us that are resident artists, so I just come during the day to do my work. They're allowed to bring their animals, which is really cute, while they renovate it. But it is a huge task. They're taking on an enormous task to renovate this over the course of about 5 years. I'm not too sure totally what plans that they have for it, but we will see. I believe that they are trying to reopen the cafeteria and the caf, and that will hopefully bring in some more people, as well as I believe that there is going to be some more artists coming there, which I'm very excited for because it is definitely an artist haven, because that's one hell of a view. I do have to say. But the energy is, again, really intense up there. It's not quiet, it is strong. There is noises, things are going bump in the night. So yes, if you do manage to come up there, it is private at the moment, but we will be reopening it to the public when, you know, the owners are comfortable with that. For now, everything will be online for online sales, and hopefully later on in the year, closer to Christmas, we can get back to doing some retail shops and doing some pop-up shops, but it probably won't be for a full year before I'll get back into doing a whole retail store at the moment. I really want to focus on my art and family, as well as enjoying the space, because I feel like this is quite a rare opportunity, and I have a feeling that something's going to come from it. So follow along for more.